ISUPK.
We want no cowards in our camp, only men, free men to die. We want no cowards in our camp, never let their brothers die. We want no cowards in our camp, only men, free men to die.
Let me give you a primary example. This is something that happened in May of 2017. It says black Malden charter students were punished for braided hair extensions. This was in the state of Massachusetts. I don't know if y'all remember. They were kicked off the cheerleading team. Why? Because of Martin Luther King's dream. That's right. Because you know what he wanted? When you take little black girls and little white girls and put them in a school together, who runs the earth? White people. Right. So do you know whose standard of beauty is going to be pushed onto your daughters? White people. That's right. So when they wear braids, it's too black. You understand? We're the only people who can't have our own culture. You understand that? Most of our people just celebrate the white man's New Year in the beginning of winter. How does something begin when the trees die? Right. According to nature, spring is the new year. Why? It's new life. It's a rebirth. Let me tell you something. These Koreans in this store, Asians, whatever the hell they are, do they celebrate New Year on January 1st? No. They have a Chinese New Year, a Korean New Year. They have their own culture. You understand that? And if we had our own schools, then a brother could go to school and wear a fro. Those little girls could have worn their braids without thinking they need to get kicked off a cheerleading team. Why can't we be the only people on the face of the earth who love ourselves? You understand? Instead, we're taught to hate ourselves. And you can thank Martin Luther King for that. You understand? Right. Who runs this Dunkin' Donuts? I don't even have to look in there. I bet it's East Indians. Right. Am I right? Damn right. How could I be so right? Because they run every Dunkin' Donuts from here to Florida. You understand? Who runs this Royal Fried Chicken? I bet it's either Arabs or Africans. That's right. Am I right? Damn, I'm good today. I'm 2 for 2. You understand? How many black employees are working in the yummy? How many? I bet you it's 0. How many? None. You can go over there and look, sis. Go ahead, tell me. Is there any Mexicans cooking in that kitchen?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yes, sir.
You understand that? Now, what happened to the black businesses that were here 20 years ago? Why did they shut down? Why are they gone? You can thank integration. That's right. You can thank I have a dream. That's right. Because you know what happens when we don't go into our businesses? Our economy doesn't fluctuate. So if I go and give all my people to the Koreans, what are they going to do? Do they spend their money in Roxbury? No. They go and spend their money in Chinatown amongst the other Koreans. They take their money and send it back home. They become rich and we become poor. Thank Martin Luther King for that. And you want to know why? Because we were taught, we're the only people who were taught that we have to love everybody else before ourselves. Well, that don't make no damn sense at all. How the hell, this is what I want to know. What is it that black and Hispanics could give to the white man? What do we have to offer him? You understand?
I work in labor, brother.
That's it, brother.
Our
work in labor. The only thing we can give him is servitude. Isn't that sick? We can't do business with him. We can't do commerce with him. What could we do with him? So, this is what I want to know.
Working for you.
Do I have to give them my soul too?
Give me a raise. How you give me a raise? How you give me a raise? How you give me a raise? When I work for you, I worked 10 years for you, and now you gonna give me a raise? How you gonna give me a raise? No.
And they still don't want to give you nothing.
No
So if that's the case, do I have to give them my soul?
Yeah.
Do I have to change who I am to make them happy?
Yeah.
Those sisters should be able to wear their braids.
That's
Brothers
right.
should be able to wear his braids.
That's right.
Brothers should be able to wear a beard
That's
at
right.
work. A brother should be able to wear a fro at work and not be ostracized for just doing what he does naturally.
Damn right.
You understand that? But what the hell happened? We lost white people's respect trying to find their love. Well, this is what I want to know. How many Arabs get slammed on the hood of a car by police officers? How many Arabs drive around and get stopped and frisked? They're brown. Matter of fact, they're classified as terrorists. Right. You understand? They're classified as a terrorist group, an organization, and religious extremists. So why is it that they're only murdering black and Hispanics in the street? Why is it that the police think twice before pulling the trigger or tasering an Arab man? Anybody know? I'll tell you. It's because you respect the enemy. The Arabs are such an enemy. If we were if the white man was to harm Arabs the same way they harm us, you know a mall's blowing up. You know a plane's getting hijacked. They will turn a pressure cooker into a bomb. But what happens when you harm a black or Hispanic? We just march. Hands up. Don't shoot. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. And then we go home and nothing happens. You want to know why? Because you respect the enemy. You don't respect the slave. And black and Hispanics have been taught to be good slaves in America. But these men, these are free men.
That's right.
Listen, for the last 6 years that I've been doing this, I ain't had a problem getting a job with my beard. I didn't have a problem getting a job with my braids. Neither did any of these men. You understand that? Just grow some balls, man. Have a spine. Have some gumption, man. Have some fight in you. And then you know what? Then they would respect us.
That's right.
Just like they respect every other nation.
That's right.
But once again, we wanted their love. And when you seek their love, you'll learn to hate black people. You understand? Let me tell you something. Seeking white love makes you hate black and brown. Promise you. You don't believe me? Look at Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan had white people love Michael Jordan.
All day.
And Michael wanted to be loved by them so much that he didn't take his money and invest it in black schools. He didn't take his money and open up homeless shelters for Chicago. He doesn't take his money and fight against black on black crime. You know what he does? He took $22 million and invested in a private prison. So now he gets paid twice. When you buy his sneakers and when you rob another black man for him and get arrested for it. He got paid 2 times off our oppression. You understand that?
Right.
And when you find a brother who makes it out the ghetto because he can dribble a basketball, have a nice jump shot, what type of woman does he get? Does he take a woman from the ghetto and have beautiful black and Hispanic babies? No. He goes and gets a white woman. He goes and gets Kim Kardashian and then ends up with Bruce Jenner as his mother-in-law. That's Martin Luther King's dream. You can thank Martin Luther King for that.
That's right.
You understand that? Whereas if we were to know who the hell we were, that we are a separate nation, if every black and Hispanic was to love every black and Hispanic, then we wouldn't have heroin in Roxbury in 2018.
That's right.
We wouldn't have crack corners in Roxbury in 2018.
Right. That's right.
We'd have a functioning society. We could have our own businesses. We could have our own bus systems. We could have our own schools. Why don't we? Martin Luther King gave them away.
That's right.
And as a result, we stay on the bottom and they stay on top of us. But these men, we're not fighting for equality. You cannot be equal to a man who had a 400-year head start. We want supremacy.
That's right.
And you know what? Every black and Hispanic man, I don't care if you're homeless. I don't care if you're still on drugs. I don't care if you go home and you leave this conversation and end up in a shelter. You're better than Donald Trump.
That's right.
We, as a people, are better than every other race of people on the planet.
That's right.
You don't believe me? That's why Michael Jordan's the best basketball player. It ain't no goddamn Larry Bird. You understand that? When you think of the greats, you think of Dr. J.
That's right.
You understand? You think of Magic Johnson.
That's right.
Now, I'm not trying to big them up because they messed up. We shouldn't look for athletes to lead us.
I know.
But I'm talking about even when it comes down to athletic ability. Who's the best boxer, past and present? If it's not Ali, then it's Floyd Mayweather.
That's right.
You understand? Who's the best at everything that we do? That's why them sisters, they get on, listen, black people don't ice skate. They put ice skates on a sister, she's winning gold medals. They say black people can't swim. There was a sister this year in the last Summer Olympics.
Yeah.
She smoked everybody on the swim team.
Yeah.
Broke all type of records. You understand that? Why? Because there was a sister that they pulled out of Puerto Rico from the Zika virus pit. And she won a medal, the first in her class for her country.
Yeah. That's right.
Because black and Hispanics are the greatest people on the face of the earth.
That's right.
So why the hell are we trying to join on to an inferior being, to an inferior person? Don't make no damn sense. We're the best at everything. We invented every form of music in the Western Hemisphere.
Right.
They didn't invent jazz. They didn't invent the blues. They didn't invent rock and roll. You let a little more time pass, they're going to say that they invented hip-hop. You understand? We did it.
Who's Michael Jackson, the king of rock, right?
They're going to say in 50 years, we're going to have to tell our grandkids that he was a black man because they're going to say he was white.
That's right.
Just like Jesus Christ. When Jesus Christ was the greatest black man that ever lived.
That's right.
You understand that? Yeah. But they took him, turned him into a god, and made us worship their image. When that's the image of the beast, man.
That's right.
You understand? Let me help you out with something. The white man is the devil, the Bible.
That's right.
And if we knew that, we'd be better off.